Hi everybody, it's your girl Shino, and we are back. Lesa 4, episode 20 in our Lesbani series. That's 60 days. 60 days of Lesbani. Wow. This episode is going to cover family and relatives. All those fun words. Make sure to join the Discord if you're interested in learning the language. Subscribe to get with the channel updates. And with that out of the way, let's get into learning about family. So, on the contrary to that, we're going to start out with 3 words that I forgot to cover earlier but are very important. So, first one is a suffix, is yesto, and that means trans. This can be like, this is the same as like the trans suffix in English. It can be like transcontinental, all that stuff, but it can just as well mean transgender. And that is exactly what the example sentence is. I'm doing those now. Yesto samnya metumki ireshion une. One of my friends is a trans femme. Which is true in my life. Heba is demi. Heba muskometum. This one is not true. I am not a demi boy, but that is what this example sentence translates to. And then this last one, nolion, means xenogender. I'm being inclusive with Lesbani. So, while we're here, I'm actually going to break this word down to give my intended meaning of it, of why I chose the words I did. So we have ion for person, and if you think about like a xenogender identity, it is typically something that is not human. So that is exactly what this word means. When I now note, when I created this word, I meant it as in the identity. I am not saying that a xenogender identity is invalid. I am saying that a xenogender identity is non-human. That is it. It is not discriminative. It is just purely descriptive. It is just saying that a xenogender identity is typically an identity that is not human. That is all this word means. So the example sentence here is amnonolion metum pilarobe. I am going to touch on other verb conjugations in this one, besides just nya, si, kla, ya, all those. And this one translates to I know 3 people who are xeno. I personally do not. I actually do not know any. But I'm sure they're out there. And if one of them is watching this video, hello, tell me how it's going in the comments. Now we're getting into actual family. Word 4. Omoni is mother, or mom. And the example sentence, Kraya no haki tupa metumki omonin yagri olerikia taratusi. Which means my mom often gets stressed out after it snows. Mine doesn't, that's for sure, but Mimi yours does. This is the example sentence I came up with. 5. Otosan, directly from Japanese. Yeshtomoto-san metumki ireshion plobayo, me ayarolo mesumya. And did you know that my friend's dad is transmasculine? I'll word it like that. That's not what the translation says, but it means the same thing. Lire is age, and liresi is like older. Like you can turn this into older. So, Nyaspulami hen metumki omona ha otosan lirekla, which is my mom is 2 years older than my dad. And this is actually true for me as well. Yubin, youth, and you make this an adjective, it means young. So, Kraya no yubin sa meluzbun eslisunna yognaya, which is you shouldn't get married while you're young. Which I believe to be true. I believe you should wait until at least 20, 21 before you commit. That gives you some time to have a relationship. I know I didn't sign up for relationship advice, but it's a Lesbani video. It can go whatever direction it wants to. Shideki is sister. So, the example sentence here is Rikura kushke lire metumki shideki. As if we're using lire here for to mean years old, which in this sentence means literally 15 age. So, my sister is 15 years old. I don't have a sister, so I can't say that that's true. Zayo, that's brother. So, Nyasayo yubinsi metemplobanya. I have 2 younger brothers. You can see we're using yubinsi here to indicate the younger brothers. Now, this is also true for me. Nyasayo yubinsi metemplobanya. I do have 2 younger brothers. Alekia is a parent or guardian. So, Kraya no yubiyon yakelmi sa metumgi alekia no ireshion une oribanya. which translates to one of my friend's parents left when she was a baby. I do not know if this is true. It could be, it may not be. I don't want to ask any of them because I don't want to make them talk about like a touchy subject for them. Now, ikekya. English does not have a word for this. But an ikekya is an NB parent or guardian. So the example sentence here is Nyas ikekya metum plobalo, which is both my parents are NBs. Mine aren't. I have a mom and a dad. That's not being an NB. So I do not have an ikekya, but maybe one of you too. Maybe one of you people watching this video does. And if so, that's wonderful. I'm happy for you. You can actually use ikekya. Popo is just a general term for sibling. So, Yashto Popo metum yuzanbe is I live with two trans siblings. You can see Yashto coming into play again. I do not. I have two siblings, but I do not. Neither of them are trans. I'm the only trans one in my family. Then Ikkyo, envy sibling. So the example here, Kraya no yeshtoshi deki ye skodo Ikkyo metumki pobo nyagrimel. My sibling was a trans femme before they became an envy. So that's fun. Lel means grand, as in like grandfather, grandmother. And this sentence here, Yodo rikrebash nyuzan no naka metumki lelomoni yobrunya, which means my grandmother is nearing her 80th birthday. That is also true for me. I'm not going to say when it is, because that's kind of... I don't want to say that and have that be out there, but yeah. And then ga is great, as in like great grandfather. So the example sentence here, Yuno zanlo kat oremya, shatoru krikreru kiyu lire metumki galelotosan. So which means if he was still alive, my great-grandfather would be 119 years old. I do not know the exact age of mine, so I cannot say if that is true or not. Mia is aunt, as in the, like the family kind, not the bug. I say it like aunt. You may say it like aunt, that's fine. Just know that either way, in Lesbani, it is Mia. So, tumki hokre po metumki Mia pakishinki sarubalo, which is my aunt got a divorce with my uncle last week. Mine did not. They are still happily married. I think. Unless my parents just haven't told me. Next is hokre, uncle, tumki hokre ireshpe yumikbe. Simple sentence, my uncle loves to eat. I don't know if he does. Probably. But, yeah. Ea is in-law. So, then we're going to do another time in this example sentence. Rikreru kuyamika amno rikre itunyo yometumki ea momoni posa tekbe yok. Which is my mother-in-law should be coming around 4:30 this afternoon. Now, if you remember, Lesbani time is formatted in the 24-hour system, which means that 16:30 is 4:30 p.m. And then, sin is step, like as in a stepbrother. So, karakashi ni toshideki mekaru ageronya yutum. I just found out that my stepsister is trans femme today. I don't have a stepsister, so not true for me, but maybe it is for one of you. Next is half, like half-brother. Pakakasotumki kulazayo engasi yamel. My half-brother was really mad yesterday. That's what this means. Word 21 is kilit, and this is immediate family, as in your mom, your dad, your parents are guardians. Your parents are guardians and your siblings. That is kilit. So, kuya iyon metumki kilit lobanya. Not true for me. Mine has 5 huske, but this is kilit. And the entire family is hebra. So we have nyasatoruk nyasrikteruk huske bulami metumki hebra lire yonglonyaria, which means my whole family can be traced back 225 years. I don't know about, I just now noticed the number in the top. Coincidence with 225. But I don't know if mine can be traced back that far, because I had not done one of those ancestry, tests. But, I don't know. Spoki is generation. So, amno spoki pakishu no metumki hebra pilinya. I know my family up to 3 generations back. I don't myself, so One of you might, though. That's not an unreasonable thing to memorize. Alright, now, these next two words, 24 and 25, they are specific only to Lesbani. As far as I know, no other language uses this. And they are both suffixes. Muk is a family member that uses your dead name. So, Otosan muk metumplabanya rupnya. It's only 5 words, but it translates to, why does my dad still not use my preferred name? Or why does my dad use my dead name? Either one is valid. They're both valid translations of Otosan muk metumplabanya rupnya. And then 25 is al. Family member that uses the wrong pronouns with you. So, al miyamak metumplabanya. My aunt doesn't use my preferred name or pronouns. And this is true for me only because I haven't told her that I am trans. So, there is no difference. Muk al, they can know, they cannot. It is still muk al. There is no distinction between them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this new format interesting, because it's gonna be a recurring thing. So next episode 21, is gonna be jobs and lifestyles. We're gonna learn about those, how to talk about them. You might even learn how to do interview in not Japanese. I'm learning that one. You might even learn how to do an interview in Lesbani. So that will be interesting. Again, I don't know. We'll have to see what I get around to doing. But yeah, that will do it for episode 20, the big 20. Episode 20, that'll be it. Shino out. Ikari!